At the southern tip of the Chesapeake Bay, EA Sports brings you coverage of the National Football League from Virginia Beach here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Golden Eagles of San Juan taking on the Elks of Virginia Beach. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys have turned it around as of late. Where's the 3 straight following that 0-2 start? His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys back home following their international trip a week ago. So we'll see if all that traveling has any lingering effects going forward. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Open man is tipped in. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 94 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll run on first down. It's Curtis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. McKee. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. And McKee now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
McKee to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Golden Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Dangerous return man showing it here. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on first down. That's to the tight end, Evans. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
For a Virginia Beach.
Come on.
First down.
70,
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run with a former LSU Tiger. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48.
He's across midfield.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 68 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak, and that includes the ground game. We just kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
16 yards, a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Ready? Pat the 60, pat the 60. Let's go.
The play-action fake, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Ready?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
That's another.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
This is Pierman. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
He completes it to Jones. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Elks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. And the San Juan first down.
On first down, it's Curtis. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys with much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second down at the 32-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's McKee. It's caught. Cooper. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
14 yards. Brings up third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And the slot man goes in motion left. And McKee will look to throw it. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. The Elks offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their second possession. And he's putting together some kind of campaign. Currently second in the NFL in touchdown receptions among wideouts. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pyramid. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Cowboy 80. Go.
On play action, they'll throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now it's Pyramid. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 on the 49-yard line.
Here we go, Scott. Cougar 19. Ready.
A run with Davenport. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And this one too low.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
It's 4th down.
They bring their punter out there now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his 1st punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Curtis. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 3rd down, it's Curtis. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. And taken at the 46. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Pearman. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Get it. Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Come on, come on. Set.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
San Juan's offense ready to get started again. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
1st down.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll run on 1st down. It's Curtis. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. McKee. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there. And even 40 yards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, McKee. Wide open receiver, complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. McKee now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here we go, set. Back to 60, back to 60.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's it's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here's the Virginia Beach offense out and ready to go again. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now a 3rd and 6. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't it?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. McKee.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. His throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Cooper, the man in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're on a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McKee. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to throw again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So halftime straight ahead, and that means we go to Scott Hanson. It is our EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott, take it away.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the best in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
They'll stay on the ground. It's Pyramid again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before. You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Here's Jackson to return. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
They'll keep it on the ground. Weston. And he stopped immediately there. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and inches.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they bring out their punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Pulled in at the 24. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Virginia Beach offense set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
49-yard line.
Here we go. Hey.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
34-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
The second down pass. Complete to Jimmy Horn Jr.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
It's now 3rd down.
Pat the 60. Pat.
Now back to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. San Juan's offense ready to get started again. Well, this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And the San Juan first down. A gain of 14. And the San Juan first down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Curtis. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
It's second and inches.
Up the middle they go. Schrader. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
That's good.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
In motion comes the tight end left. On first down, it's Curtis. And he's going to get stepped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Another San Juan first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Golden Eagles have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
17. Elks 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Virginia Beach offense set to take over. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Virginia Beach, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4.
Get it. 60, go.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Ready, ready.
2nd and 13. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Here we go, here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
44-yard line.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Curtis. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
They'll keep it on the ground. Curtis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
And McKee now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
13 yards on the play. And the San Juan. 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Golden Eagles.
Okay, break.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 31-yard
McKee. His throw incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
McKee to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Well, the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That's a gain of 4.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Davenport. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
At the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
That's good for Virginia.
Looks like they'll move things around here.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Come on. Set. Gravity Lion. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Virginia Beach. 1st down.
He'll drop to throw. He'll find Jones again. Complete. Here's 2nd down and 3.
19 Charger. 19 Charger.
Brings up 2nd and 3. The 11-yard line.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Virginia Beach.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. And this one is right through. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And able to get this out to the 25. San Juan's offense ready to get started again. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Open man is tipped him. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 7, less than 90 seconds to go. Now their 4-game winning streak in great danger.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now they'll shift things around.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Elks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
If they do that.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw, McKee. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Inside the 20. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in the tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Once more from the 11, 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. This is caught.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. Brings up 3rd down.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. Well, 4 quarters couldn't decide things, so it's on to overtime here as the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. For the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
Let's go now. 60 by 6.
Back to throw again.
And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just 2nd down. They'll run it with Davenport. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. A chance now to strike first in the overtime session and get a big leg up. 1st and goal. This is Davenport.
And he stopped immediately there.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
McKee now to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So it's a win for the home side, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their 2nd-year quarterback.
Yeah, he was in complete control of this offense. He had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And to be honest, he really made it look easy out there.
So for Virginia Beach, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week.